what vehicle do you classify as the big upset? So I picked the new. Lights out and away we go. Welcome to the Beyond the Limiter podcast.
Welcome. We're here.
To all my snap, crackle, pop fans out there that slid into my DMs. I still love you. I do. I just think maybe you could let me use my psychology degree and come see me. We could talk about your personal problems.
Wow. Wow.
Stared at Timothy while I said that.
Wow.
I'm
just to
kidding. I love you all equally.
Just to add to that, he's not actually going to give you a free appointment. He's about $180 an hour if you guys are actually interested.
Yeah, and that's after the discount.
Oh boy, already starting us off strong. What are we talking about today? Episode 4. We're back with the nice microphones again. What are we talking about today? There's no F1 this weekend, boys.
No, but we have some things to touch up on because
Yes.
we are too fast.
Too fast, too furious.
Alonso reinstated to P3. My man, look at that.
We literally stopped filming the last podcast, and I looked at my Instagram feed, and I was like, oh my God, boys, Alonso back in P3. And I looked at it, and it was 2 hours before. So it was right as we started the podcast, started filming.
That's
And-
unbelievable.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed. But nonetheless, he's back to P3.
100 podiums.
100 podiums.
I know. What a way to win it, too.
Yeah. Yo, did you see their TikTok videos and Instagram reels where it was Russell was bringing it back to him or was shipping it back to him?
Oh, yeah. I remember he was cleaning it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he had
funny.
a video with the white gloves on. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
On Twitter, I believe, George Russell was like, oh, Fernando, what's your address? And
Yeah.
then he responded with a meme.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That was good. That's good. That's a good way to get your 100th podium, and it was well deserved. He realistically, he wasn't gaining any advantage for being out of his pit box. He was slightly to the left. Whoop-de-doo, right?
Yeah, and I mean, they proved it with, what, like seven other incidents?
videos, yeah.
Yeah, and you could see even they had a shot where everyone was lined up on that side of the grid, the right side.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of people lined up exactly like how he was.
Yeah.
So
It's a very common thing to see in F1. I feel like I've seen it these last few years a lot where a driver will, be slightly angled for that
yeah,
certain get off.
position their car properly.
Yeah.
Go defensive or on attack mode.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
And any more F1 news?
There was something else that I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. I need to get my phone out to see if I wrote it down or not real quick. But otherwise, it's been there was a lot of stuff that happened in F1 news.
We've been racing Australia for the last week or so now, trying to set up some hot laps on the sim racing. I
Oh.
think I'm up to a 1:18.6.
I definitely put in a better time.
Oh
So
my God.
we still have a week to go. Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a hot one. Australia, I wasn't too confident with, just because you're maximizing how much curb you can ride. So
It's not a fun track.
yeah, no, it's an amazing track, but to put a lap together going full tilt
Oh yeah, no.
takes some time. So we're definitely working up to it.
Did you guys see the picture that Checo reposted on Facebook or Facebook or Twitter or something? I don't know. But basically, it was like a comparison of when Checo's dad was at the race in Mexico, and he was hugging Max and all happy for Max to win, and then Jos Verstappen just sitting there blank faced while Checo's celebrating with everybody, and he's just standing there I don't give a shit.
I think Max's dad is a lot different than other dads.
Yeah.
He had a son who was pretty much born to drive.
Yeah.
And that's all he did. Because I read an article where he loved to play soccer, and it's interesting because he's top 10 worldwide in FIFA,
Yeah.
which is crazy. So so top 10 worldwide for FIFA, and so it's just interesting to see what he could have done
And,
if it was up to him.
He's the world's third best sim racer too.
Yeah.
What was it? 3 hours after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, he was on sim doing the 24 hours of Le Mans or something. Or insane. Like what?
Matt was telling me about his sim racing setup. He has the World Driver Championship trophy just chilling
Yeah.
on the background on a Red Bull fridge.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is such a subtle flex. That's not so subtle.
No, that's max for you though. I need some of my booster juice. Ugh. Any more F1
Speaking of
news?
Max.
Oh, there you
we got
go.
a fresh Verstappen here.
You got a fresh Verstappen.
And for those just tuning in, that means Red Bull, like the energy drink. And now, I guess we will swap ways to regular car shit. Now, I got some questions lined up. Question number 1.
Oh yeah, you did questions on your Instagram.
No, I'll get to those later.
Oh.
These are just
Oh.
conversation starters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so given a reasonable budget of 60K, what car are you buying brand new in today's market? It can only be one single car.
Does 60K?
You don't get the extra money.
You don't get the extra.
No.
So there's no like you can't buy something for 20K and mod it. No. Huh.
I think I'm gonna go with the Mark V Supra
You can't get one for 60K.
base model.
No.
Yes, you can. Brand new.
They're like 66, 67.
Research being done here.
I would go with a Golf R. Or
I'm pretty sure that's over 60 as well now.
Nope.
Oh, I guess we can go off of MSRP, not markup.
yeah, because there's no Canada can't legally mark up brand new cars. But
Fair enough.
or the GR Corolla. GR Corolla would be sick.
Is
Starts
that-
at 60K, by the way, boys.
What is?
The Supra base model, 60K.
How much exactly?
$60,724.
It's over.
It's over.
That's all you said. You said you can't go over.
Unbelievable.
Yo, search up Golf R. Mark
Huh?
8 Golf R.
Mark 8 Golf.
Just
Pretty sure it's 54 something.
Why do you Volkswagen owners only stick to your platform? You can answer that
Hey,
question.
I don't stick to my platform. You know this.
Yeah, we'll see what other car you get.
Because it's a good car.
Well, I have other cars, bruh.
What am I doing? What am I looking for?
Mark 8 Golf R.
MK8 Golf R MSRP. Canadian dollars, please.
Oh man, so much information.
Waffles. Hi, Waffles. You want to say something? Yeah, of course you do. Say something. Say something controversial.
From $50,932.
Okay, so sub 60.
Okay. Fine. Well, you guys continue chatting. I'll go, I don't know, make better decisions in life.
No, so yeah, either Golf R or GR Corolla, because I want a Golf R because obviously golf guy, and I don't know, they're good cars. Wow, very. Speak. Okay, so that's enough. So yeah, but GR Corolla is so sick. Like, how is that not something that everyone would want? Maybe.
I think it's definitely one near the top of my list. I think good chassis, nice small body.
Yeah.
Still get that all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive system. And yeah, 100 horsepower per cylinder?
Yeah.
Cannot complain.
I definitely considered it as a brand new car versus getting a used one initially, and then got the Impreza instead, and thought about it again after I lost the Impreza, but now went FRS, and that's definitely the right choice.
Oh, yeah.
But if I could pick something else, that's definitely top of the list.
Yeah, if it was me, to be honest, I'd pick the GR Corolla over the Golf R. Like, prices aside, but it's 48,000 for a GR Corolla, but I would still pick the GR over the Golf R, only because it's Toyota. It's a 3-cylinder. It's got pretty much the same power, and it's totally different than anything they've ever made. Versus the Golf R has been relatively the same over the last 10, 15 years.
I've made my decision. I'm picking a 400Z.
You fucking cocksucker! I was literally gonna say the 400Z.
I'm gonna add in the Mazda MX-5, starting
Really?
at 30K.
Okay.
Remember what I said about Matt and his Hail Marys?
Yeah.
This is one of those times.
Yeah.
Just that's always kind of been the iconic car.
I
You
totally
see
get
the
it.
old ones, and
Yeah.
very similar to an FRS, but maybe a little more
Smaller.
smaller, soft top, a little
Yeah.
more chilled, not
Hey,
so race car-y.
We can make your FRS a soft top if you want.
Yeah, I know a
I
few
don't think
guys
I'll
who
be
are.
chopping that body.
Oh no, I know some guys who'd be down. Fabrication, no problem at all.
No. Yeah. Z, what's next? What's on
Hold
the
on.
bucket?
Let me see here. Okay, boys. What vehicle do you classify as the big upset?
In what perspective?
In
Oh,
the perspective where it came out having a lot of hype, maybe expectations, and it just didn't live up to them.
can this be a vehicle that has multiple generations previously that were good and is now garbage?
100%, because
I can assume you know where I'm going with this.
Mark V Supra?
No. That car kind of lives up to the hype.
so
At
I
first it
picked the
didn't.
new Integra.
Okay, that's yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
pretty
pick
good.
something else, but
What
the
do you
new
pick?
Integra, like what the fuck is that? Like
Yeah.
literally,
It's-
Acura, just shut the business down.
Shut the
This is an
factory down.
absolute disappointment.
Oh, Eclipse?
Oh, that's no, I'm not even picking that.
The new Eclipse is an SUV, an EV.
Oh, the
yeah,
Cross
but the Eclipse
GT.
has
Yeah.
Yeah.
since the 2G of the Eclipse, like they've been
Yo, the
dying.
Mustang
Like-
Mach E.
actually
That's a big upset.
one of my talking points today was the opinions on the Mustang Mach-E.
Wow. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Tell me your car that you think that's
Okay,
the biggest.
biggest upset to me is the new like WRX STI, like the new gen.
That's
I know they're not making
I
it anymore,
fully agree with this.
It's totally not what it was.
I support this.
Wait, do you mean the Impreza? Sorry.
No, the new WRX, like
Oh,
the
like
the
just
new
the new body
generation.
style. Yeah,
like newer than 2018 or 2019, whatever the fuck it is.
I agree. They've.
It just looks like dog shit, like in my opinion. Like
I
it
think
looks
cars.
bad. It doesn't.
Cars. Yeah,
sorry.
cars are in that like weird era right now, in terms of like shaping. Everything's going a little too bubbly.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like we're in
Yeah,
the
we were
80s
talking
again.
about this.
Yeah.
It's like we're in the 80s again, right? Everyone forgot how to fucking design a car, and like the coolest looking cars nowadays are like the shittiest, in a sense.
yeah.
They come with
Like-
so much so much more like development, like
Electronics
engineering.
has become a
Yeah,
huge
a
thing.
lot more electronics that it's glamorous, you know, like a lot of LED lights now in cars make the car look so much different than they used to, rather than your regular halogens. Hell, look at me, for example. I put brand new headlights in. I got VLAN headlights in on the FRS. Totally changes the game for the car.
Yeah.
But I feel like 2015, you still had some sort of body line going on. It wasn't so cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Cars now, they're just bubbly,
Oh yeah.
big and bubbly. Everything's going SUV, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, when I got the VLAN taillights for my car, completely changed it. VLAN headlights for his car.
No, I got VLAN taillights for my car, and my headlights are Osram or some shit like that.
Pretty sure those ones are like
They're the
so
Mark 7.5 style. VLAN doesn't make them.
I'm pretty
100%.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Either
Oh
way.
no, hold on. Mine are Helix.
Yeah, they're Helix style is what it's called.
Yeah, but it's not VLAN. It's totally not VLAN. Because VLAN doesn't make Mark 7.5 headlights for Mark 6.
Huh.
I'll find them.
Very odd. I thought it was VLAN.
I like
Matt-
VLAN. I have 3 sets of their taillights. Shameless plug. Yes. VLAN, you're great.
Matt, what do you think the biggest upset is?
I kind of gotta agree with the whole WRX STI. I've always been a fan of the cars until about like 2013, 14, or maybe a little after that. Just kind of started turning uglier, and they're in their bubbly stage now. And we'll hope they get sharper. We were talking about this, so I hope they look good again soon. But I'll be content with the FRS for now, and maybe get an older model, probably hatchback. I don't know. We'll see.
So I have a question to ask you. As a Subi enthusiast, how much is it a factor that you got to worry about the motor blowing every time you buy a used car? Now, I say that because, like, I'm also a Subi enthusiast, and I know how I feel about it. I don't care. I expect it. Perks of being a Subi owner. Are you there? Do you just, like, expect the motors to blow when you buy them used?
Oh,
or-
I just have to be mindful that yes, okay, oil changes every 5,000 kilometers. Be aware that oh yeah, if you rip some ass, you might smell oil because you were burning some oil. Like that's just the reality of it. But I'm going fast and I'm having fun, so that's all that matters.
How fast, Matt? The speed limit.
Yeah,
We take full offense
just
to that.
just 7,000 RPM every time.
Yeah, you can go 7,000 RPM. You just stay in first gear. You go on the speed limit.
So if you have to buy a car next, what car are you buying? Now keep it somewhat realistic, as like your genuine next car. What are you thinking here? I'm buying
looking
an
at. Sorry, I've been looking at obviously Impreza WRX STI or just a WRX STI with a big wing, preferably. I think it's like 09 to 12 or something, 2012. Like nothing newer. They kind of get weird. I don't like them as much.
I want a Audi S4, as most of you know.
You mean RS4.
Oh yeah.
Avant.
Schmitty doesn't have one of those yet.
But that's what you wanted initially.
I want a RS6. I want an RS6
Oh, okay.
Avant.
Well,
RS6
the new ones
Avant.
are coming to North America.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
just-
RS4s, the
I
new
just
ones are
don't-
coming to North America now.
I just don't have RS6 money. I don't have RS money. Not yet.
That's questionable.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Just depends how like if you want to do 10 years of payments, that works too. Like
Yeah,
I think they do
just-
that now, right?
Probably.
120 months or some shit.
What is my liver worth these days? Or whatever's
Actually,
left
good question. I think they're like 300 grand now.
of it. Oh, sounds good.
You
Really?
buy a couple RS4s.
Yeah, I might sell that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really need any organs to live, do you?
People got me drinking the tiger's blood out here. I'll be all right.
No, he's AI. Remember? He's
Yeah, he's artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Chat GPT.
As long as Tim updates my software every once in a while, we're here to stay.
Oh, don't you worry, baby. I'll update your software for you. I'll plug right in.
All right, here's a fun fact for you. John Cena, what's his favorite car to drive on a daily?
Oh my god. He sent me this video too, bro.
I'm curious now.
It's
What
a
is it?
Type R.
Yes,
A
sir.
Civic?
A
Wow.
Civic Type R.
Like the new one?
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah, he
Is
said.
it
Why?
2020 or 2023?
I think it's a 2020.
Yeah, it was 2020.
Why?
He says it's manual, or no, he's like
Yep.
it's got a third pedal.
Yep.
It's quick, it handles well, and he can carry people in the back seats.
Yeah.
It's practical, and he's not wrong. Like the car is amazing.
Maybe he didn't drive a
That's
GTI
cool.
or R.
I think John Cena probably didn't fit in a GTI
you know
or
what?
R.
You know what I bet you it is? So, we all know this. Honda makes the best transmission, manual wise. It just feels the best.
It feels
Like
good.
when you're driving it, there's like you can't beat it.
No, the
That's probably a big part of it.
SI feels amazing
Like yeah, like easily one of the best transmission feels you'll ever get.
out of the box. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
So Tim, what's your next car?
Oh, my next car. I was. See, he's gonna hate me for it. Honestly, looking at Mark 8s, because Mark 8s I think are cool. Just walking
He's
away.
he's definitely the VW kid in this group.
Yeah, I am. I won't lie. I like V Dubs. See you
Z's
later.
leaving.
For those of you that can't hear,
Bye,
Z
Z.
has just left the
Have a
building.
good life.
I don't know. I like the Mark 8. The Mark 8 is pretty cool to me. What else? Or like, I could get one, but there's no allocations anymore for the GR Corolla. That would be sick.
I think you can get them like the new year. Can you not?
I don't think so yet. I think they're like all bought until like probably 2025 at this point.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, they might. You never know. They might increase production if there's a big demand for them.
Yeah. But either way, I like the hatchback. The hatchback life is nice.
I agree. The hatchback life is nice, but sometimes you gotta change it up and try something new.
Love
Yeah,
that
I mean-
hatchback booty.
Yeah, bro. See?
Bro, you had an EM2 for a while, so you know how nice it is to have a coupe sometimes.
Honestly, no.
No, really?
I would rather 10 out of 10 all day, every day, the hatchback.
Okay.
What's
fair
nice
enough.
about the coupe? What's nice about the coupe?
For me, what's
Yeah.
nice about I get a 98 Firebird. The best part about it is when people ask you to drive them around, you're like, no, sorry, I only got another seat. I only got 2 seats.
See, but I'm nice and I like to
Fuck that
hang
shit.
out. Bro, you know how nice it's gonna be in the summer when we're driving in like my car or something because these peasants don't have enough space in their cars and we're gonna
Yeah.
just podcast from the car.
That's the smart thing that they're doing is they have a coupe. They don't ever have to move their car for.
Yeah, but see, in the
Like to me, it's
EM2
smart. And look
bro.
at Z's pointing at me like, yeah, bro.
Listen, in the EM2 there was 3 seats in the back and there was a decent amount of space, so I
Bruh.
still drove with 5 people in the car.
Okay.
As an
well,
introvert, I love my practically 2-seater.
well, honestly, it's so nice sometimes because in the Bird, like, sure it has back seats, but if you're over 5 feet tall, you're not fitting.
Yeah,
You just aren't.
the Civic wasn't that bad. So like I still had people in the back seat of the car all the time. It was bouncy as shit. It was just like the G6. Like it was
Buddy just throwing shade at my beater. What the fuck, bro?
bro, that was my daily. So but yeah, it like there was nothing great about it, honestly. Like it was fun, don't get me wrong, but like
Maybe you had the wrong coupe then.
probably. But like I don't know, Camaro would be nice, but like I'm not getting a ZL1 next, that's for sure. I'm waiting until I get my dad's inheritance ZL1.
This is great, this banter, because it leads on to my next question. For
Hold on.
new people,
I gotta finish the train of thought.
my bad, continue.
What I would get for my next car,
Go.
what I've been looking at before we get off topic and shit. They know this. I've been looking at an Evo 10. So it's between that and a 2012 SI sedan. One
What a
or the
guy.
other.
What a guy.
But we'll see what happens. There's been an RSX tickled in there a little bit here and there.
Get the Evo, bro.
Yeah, get the Evo.
Oh, I want the Evo, but the Evo money is it's big. It's like double the price of an SI or an
Z, I can't
You
believe
can
you're
afford
telling
it.
him to get a Lancer.
It's not a Lancer, bro.
It's not a Lancer, bro. It's the only.
Bro, that is one of the biggest things that people say. Oh, it's just a Lancer.
All right.
It's totally different.
Bro, an Evo
You
is a
co-
Lancer.
Okay, you called. I'm coming to answer. you want the beef?
Yeah.
you got it. Lancer owners, listen up. I'm sorry, but Evos are Evos. Lancers are shit. It's just how it goes. I'm so sorry. I'm not. They're garbage. I'm not.
Okay.
Your Rallyards, yeah, they're cool, but Evos are Evos. You're a Rallyard. Lancers are Lancers. It's this whole he, she, they, them things. You're different. Okay, you're different. I'm stirring the pot here. If you're a Lancer owner, I'm sorry. My condolences.
Oh boy.
like honestly, an Evo is totally different than a Lancer though. It's like
100%.
it's like buying a Supra and comparing it to a Toyota Tercel. I don't know if you guys know what Toyota Tercel is, but it's a fucking piece of shit. That's the Lancer. The Supra is like the Evo.
I don't know, bro.
That's
A GTI is a Golf.
my Golf is nothing like a GTI.
Same body.
It's the same body, yes, but technically the Lancer and the Evo don't even share the same body. Technically, the Lancer and the Evo don't share the same body
Yeah, well,
because all the body panels are pretty much different. I think aside from doors and trunk.
that's gonna be a spicy open, that one. That's for
I'm
sure.
so sorry.
Fuck your Lancer. Whoever drives Lancer, go fuck yourself.
Sorry,
No, well,
sorry, Katie.
let's just remember, like, this is all opinions.
Yeah, sorry, Katie.
Now, if you- Yeah, if you take my opinion
Wait, who?
to heart,
Wait, did someone drive a
um,
Lancer in the group?
I'm not sorry.
Katie in CSR.
Shit, my bad.
Is it manual?
I swear to God, if you say it's CVT,
I cannot confirm nor deny anything because I honestly don't know. So
Front wheel drive CVT sounds like cancer.
okay, but this isn't like the final planned car, obviously. I assume,
No,
right?
it's
Okay,
not. No.
okay, so it's acceptable.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
you know she's listening too, right?
Katie. I'm so sorry.
Because I made her listen. I was like, "Yo, everyone's got to listen," and she was like, "I got you."
Yeah. No, I'm not sorry. It's just where I stand.
All right, what
Well-
were you gonna say afterwards then?
Okay, yeah. So as people make decisions like buying Lancers to enter the car scene, I
Okay,
figured.
okay, wait. We don't hate the Lancer owners.
No, I love the
we
Lancer
just hate
owners.
the Lancer. Like,
Kind of.
if there's so many better things
Some
you
of
could
them.
pick.
Yeah, some of them.
There's only one
There's a
Lancer owner I
fine
really
line,
don't
my
like.
friends.
That's all they need to know.
No.
It's not even that.
It's in, yeah. I don't. Yeah. No. Cars to people, not the same.
Yeah, totally. Like if you drive a Lancer, it's not that we don't like you. We just don't like the car. No offense.
No, yeah.
All right, let's move on
Yeah,
from
yeah,
this
let's move
before
on.
someone gets shot.
Hey, is that someone coming in here with a Glock?
Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, as people make decisions like buying Lancers to enter the car scene.
Fucking God.
What? Now that we're like older, I guess we've been around it for a bit longer. What's some advice you'd give to the youngins?
Wait.
Wait.
Don't rush shit because I was 18, 17? 17. I was 17 and I was like, I want a car. So I got a shitty car because I was like, I just jumped into it. I didn't do much research on it. And then I couldn't do anything to it because there was not much to do to it unless you were going to spend, big bucks to do custom shit. And then same thing with my next car. I was like, it's a good deal. I'm going to jump on it. I'm going to get it. And I couldn't do much to it. It was like the 1 year with that engine that you couldn't do anything to. It was so dumb. And so that's why, like, with my GTI, I sort of still it's the 1 year that there's some things that aren't available, but there's a lot more that I can do with it, and I have a lot more fun with it. And like, if you rush to do things, you won't have opportunity to do other things, right? So
I agree. I waited till I was 21 to get my first car.
yeah,
21 or 22.
21. It was
21.
2020.
Right. We talked about this.
We talked about this last episode.
I
Oh,
somewhat
right.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Because you can push yourself to get something you like, but like I guess my opinion on like what people new to the car scene should do is don't pretend like you know everything. Yeah, don't pretend like you know everything. Just do your research, talk to people. Everyone's pretty much willing to help. If you have a question and you want to you're looking to buy your first car, feel free to DM us. We'll give you what we know. But
I'll tell you about a GTI, so that's my answer. If you
yeah,
DM me,
okay,
by
well
the
don't
way.
contact Tim then. But like genuinely, like don't pretend like you know everything. Do your research. Do everything before you fully decide. And don't just mod whatever you buy. Pick something that you're gonna grow into and you're gonna like and you're gonna have fun with. And that doesn't mean it needs to be super fast, but ideally what you want as a first car is something reliable.
That was my point. Be easy with the speed. Getting behind the wheel for the first time. 400 horses is a lot for a newbie.
That's not a first car. That's not what you should buy.
No, I'm thinking
But-
like Mustang GT. I feel like a lot of people get Mustangs as first
Yeah.
cars. They're respectfully priced for what you get. But if you can't control one, well, now you're fitting the cliche.
No, and take your time finding your car. Like my first car took me a year to find it. Just you got to do your research, figure out what you like. Maybe you don't care that much, but
Mine
you
took
do,
me a
then-
weekend.
yeah, and find out the year it blew up 1,000 times versus the year it didn't. Like cars are very, they're very finicky.
Yeah. No, I literally, my mom and I were driving up to Ottawa, and on the way up, she was talking about how it would probably be a good idea for me to get a car. Um, and we had the opportunity to, and so I started looking, and for some reason I wanted a Jeep Patriot, so I was looking at Jeep Patriots, and on our way home we stopped at a used car dealership to look at one, and that's when we put money down for it, like on our way home from that weekend in Ottawa. Yeah, it was terrible.
Jeep Patriot.
Jeep
But-
Patriot.
You did learn a lesson from that.
Yeah, Jeep Patriots are shit.
Don't buy a Jeep, please.
Yeah, don't buy a Patriot at least. Like, some Jeeps have their purpose, but a Patriot does not.
Some Jeeps are cool.
Some
but
Jeeps are cool.
You gotta have money to run them, right? To keep them maintained and all that stuff correctly, and do what you want to do. Like if you want to do Jeep things, you better have Jeep money, pretty much. And
Yeah.
it's not really a good idea to get one as a first car unless you got lots of money.
That's fair.
That's fair. So I read an article the other day, and it said that the new BRZ may come with a turbocharged motor in the future. What does this mean for the price point, and is it still a good car for value?
I think it price wise, what are they like 35 right now?
Yeah, roughly.
So if they're 45, they're totally on par with everything else. Like, even if they're $50,000, it's still a lot of car you get for a good price. The only problem with it is there's going to be a lot of those that are going to get totaled because of these kids that buy them.
Well, I
I'm
think
not
we-
saying Z and Matt are bad drivers, but a lot of people that buy FRSs or BRZs, sorry, now they tend to drive like idiots. Kind of just respect your car.
I think if the price point goes up, then it'll be less enticing for younger people to be driving.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, but if they
That-
get an extra 100, 150 horsepower, I don't know.
Well,
You
that
need
that
to
was
wait and
my
see.
second lead up question: is how much power do you need at that price point? So, say they raise it to 40K MSRP, what power numbers do you look for at that price point for that car?
Well, if you're going at 200 horsepower for what did it start at 23,000? Like
Well, no, I think the new gen makes like 226.
226.
Yeah. So you add a turbo on top of that.
Hold up. I need to show
So
you
like,
this
do you need to
picture.
push 300?
Yeah, somewhere around there, maybe 280 maybe.
If it's making 226 and you slap a turbo on there, you'll be making like for it to be 40, 45K, I think it literally needs to make at least 350 at the bare minimum. Because the 400Z makes 400 horsepower and it's $43,000. Why would people buy the BRZ?
Well, I wouldn't think they would go crazy turbo.
I don't
and
think so either.
Up the
But
price by too much more.
what does a WRX STI make? 310, 320?
Yeah, but completely different car.
It is a
Completely
completely
different
different car, but they have to at least match that power.
But they're also lighter and more aerodynamic, so they don't need as much power. Like
They-
that's the whole point with this car. Like in those corners, like we both drive it and it's beautiful. Like I don't have to worry about body roll like I would in a normal sedan. Like it's a sports car. Like
Yeah. I do agree with that, but I think you need at least 100 horsepower increase. Like at the bare minimum to charge an extra 10, 15K and to be like compared to the rest of the market if you're putting that power down.
if it's 275, I'm happy.
Yeah, no, like I totally understand that. Like 280, 290, that's plenty of car.
Healthy torque
But-
increase would be nice.
Oh yeah. Like 300 torque, 270 or like 290 horse, something like
Yeah,
that.
what's the Mazda 3 all-wheel drive numbers with
The
the
new one?
turbo? Yeah, 290
anniversary?
horse. Yeah,
Oh,
300
it's
and
fucking, it's actually pretty
20
impressive for a
pound
Mazda.
feet.
I'm pretty sure it's over 3.
I think it's 290 horse, 320 pound-feet. Those are nice numbers. Those are really
Um,
healthy.
You know what the Mark 8R is?
Hmm.
Alex, what's the Mark 8R?
I have no idea.
You got your phone. Search it up.
Well, what was I about to look up actually?
Okay, wait.
On the topic of horsepower, I don't know if you guys have heard about the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170.
Oh yeah.
Thing with the
this,
parachute on the back.
This bad boy puts out 1,000 horsepower, 945 pound-feet of torque.
What's
It's
quarter mile
also-
time?
Pardon?
What's a quarter mile time?
the quarter mile time is an 8.9, hitting 154 miles, 51 miles per hour.
And MSRP is under 100K USD, right?
I thought it was over.
I believe it's just under.
I thought it was like
It might be like
110.
90. Oh, you're right.
think
It
it's-
might be 93,000 starting or something.
I thought it was $99,000 and 666.
0 to 60 in 1.66 seconds,
Damn.
and it has a E85 flex fuel rack for full power, so you
Damn.
can run it on E85.
So
I've heard
Fast
some
and
people
Furious
dissing
10?
this. Sorry.
Fast and the Furious 10. I guess that's when we're gonna
Yeah.
see that car.
yeah.
By the way, the Mark 8 Golf R has 315 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, but it's been dynoed at 342 horsepower at all wheels.
That's pretty good.
Stock.
No, I
That's
know
actually
it's
really healthy.
no, I know
That's
it's a great car.
crazy.
No, I know it's a great car. It's got healthy numbers. Just not a fan of the platform.
That's fair.
So to add to Matt's the Demon 170, I believe the 170 is for running on alcohol, right? That's what it's meant like that.
I
number's
have
for?
no idea.
I
just,
believe that new Demon runs on like alcohol, pure alcohol.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
And the price is actually 96,666.
Wow.
So they've priced it at an exact price for a reason. But that's USD. That converts to 134,785 Canadian, which is like for what you're getting, like you are not getting a better car for that price.
Damn, that conversion rate just keeps getting worse and worse, eh?
Day by day.
Better though is I would say a faster car, sure. Unless you're buying a Tesla. Can you buy a Tesla? Yeah, you can get a Tesla for
You
that
can,
price.
but it's faster than Tesla. This is the fastest production car ever built.
What is it?
You'll actually hear
1.0 to
something,
60 is
too.
what
1.6.
Well, yeah, that's nuts.
Quarter mile in 8.9.
Yeah, this is the one with the parachute on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Let me look this up. I'm pretty sure they run on alcohol.
It's the last production Challenger they're making, by the way. They're not making any more after this one.
Oh, my bad. No. It says the new Demon instead uses E85 and a blend of gasoline.
Makes sense. So it's like an E50 blend or whatever.
A blend of 85% ethanol and 15% gasoline. So just E85, I guess.
Ah.
That's all I got on the docket,
Anyone got anything else?
boys. Oh,
I have a few things.
you got
You-
some questions too. from
Oh
my
yeah, you
friend.
have the Instagram questions. Let's go over Alex's things first, and then we'll do the Instagram questions last.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, the Demon, it can run on alcohol. That's what
Probably.
it says, at least on the fucking Motor Trend. So I got a few talking points. One of these is gonna Z's gonna be talking for about 20 minutes on one of these.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'll
Jesus.
start with that. Air ride versus static.
Okay, so this is interesting because Dalt asked bags or coils. So this is perfect. Now, I guess you want my take.
I do want I know your take, but let the people know your take.
Okay, so my take is on my personal car, on my FRS. It's meant to handle. Throw some coils on it. Now, because I had Schmitty's S4 that was bagged, I would say I like air ride. I like airing out,
Interesting.
and I would get it on a daily. I would daily with some bags, sure.
Aside from maybe winter, because then it become a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, and I would get it like on my daily for sure. But I think if you're gonna have a car that you want to drive, go get some nice suspension. Go coils. Park it and drive it at the same height.
So what you're saying is if you're going at the track
Hmm.
and you want to experience your car's capabilities,
Just a little bit more.
you want to get a solid set of coilovers.
Yeah, I think keep it tighter.
I agree with this.
Okay, good.
If you are
if you
going
want to
track-
be planted,
yeah,
always.
Yeah, I mean bags are pretty good because they can adjust as you go. But I just like coils, man. They're simpler, you know? They're a lot more controllable
So
in a way.
here's my take. I think it's completely situational on a couple things. The person and where you live. Because here's the thing. My dad lives on a dead end road. And on the way through that dead end road, right? So as you're like you turn onto the no exit road, there's a set of train tracks. And when he first moved there, like my car isn't terribly low, right? And like I almost struggled to get over it because they were that bad. Now they've redone them and they're a lot better now. Like I can fucking fly over those now. But like my dad in his Camaro was like barely making it over there. So if I were at that point, like still, like if the train tracks were as bad there, like I would 100% get bags just for that reason. And also the fact that where we live, like there's so many potholes and the roads are terrible here. It'd be nice to not destroy my oil pan on everything.
Bags are super convenient. I'll give it that.
So convenient.
Like, I would consider full track build if I had a vehicle that had bags. A little bit more adjustability getting over speed bumps and such.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I do understand its use and its capabilities and its looks. It looks great.
Mhm.
I just don't think on the FRS specifically, it is a choice I would make personally.
Until you see Nick's BRZ.
No, I've
That
seen
shit's
a lot of
clean.
people's bagged BRZs. Like I
Looks
get
sick.
the wide body, it looks great. It's just not my cup of tea for this platform. You get me a Z though, that's something I would wide body. 3-piece wheels, bags.
You get you a
So-
Zed.
Get me a Z, bro.
So
You don't want to see Z in a Z?
oh, we totally do.
That'd be
It's
so
gonna
dope.
happen one day.
CZ and a Zed.
See
See-
Z in a Z.
Originally, it was a 370. Now it's turned into the 400.
Oh, because they released an absolute bombshell.
Except for one small issue.
What's that?
The 6-speed in it apparently is dog shit.
I don't care.
You just gotta build them or something.
I just
got some
Z in a
recall.
Z. That's why I'm here.
So I'll give you my opinion on air ride versus static. Speaking from experience, I've been on air ride for like a year now, and I've driven other cars that have been on air. Kind of what made me decide to do air ride. So depending on what suspension setup you go with, like airbags on your you can go like bags on coils or whatever.
I've heard about
Different
those. Those are
companies do
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah.
They even have like air cups now, which is like similar to air ride, but you still get your conventional coilover with just a little bit of adjustment. I think it's an inch. But if you are going air ride, don't buy cheap struts. Like for me, I went with Airlift because they've been proven. They got warranty, all sorts of stuff like that. And I've found that they actually handled better than some coilovers. They don't. Now you can adjust like your dampening and stuff like that with the Airlift ones too. So you can adjust your kind of comfortability on the highway. You can go all the way soft and barely feel any bumps to all the way hard where you can feel like crossing the white line.
You like it all the way hard, don't you, Alex?
Oh
I have my dampening on my set of coils set to pretty stiff.
So
yeah, you do.
mine's set right in
Yeah.
between the softest and the stiffest. Like right in between, it's super, like it's comfortable driving. I can drive to Montreal and be comfortable the whole way except for in Quebec because, as we all know, Quebec roads are
Yo,
absolute
Quebec
fucking
roads are
garbage.
Almost worse than ours. Actually,
What?
they are worse. They
What do
are
you mean
worse.
almost? I
They are
dented
worse.
my oil pan
And it
twice.
starts in Ottawa. It starts in Ottawa too.
I know.
The Ottawa roads are the worst.
Nah, bro. If you ever drove through Gatineau, holy fuck.
I know.
Quebec, please fix your fucking roads. Literally, I dented my oil pan twice in the same fucking day driving through Gatineau.
Everybody I know who's like moved to Ottawa, which is a fair amount of people, just because
Yeah.
being in a French school all my life. They're all in like U of Ottawa now, but everybody like they're all their tires. They all get bulges in their tires. And my sister, she went through sets of tires because like the bulging because of hitting potholes and shit. Chelsea,
Oh,
same thing.
It's so bad out there.
It's terrible.
But yeah, so being on air now, I find it a lot more comfortable. I get the adjustability I want. When I park, I can be sitting literally on the ground. And like my Golf is more of a show car than anything, but I do drive it quite a bit. So like the air ride was kind of natural for that purpose,
Why aren't you driving it today, baby girl?
because there's salt on the ground.
Pussy.
You only got your car out because you needed to.
Yeah, for my mental health.
Yes.
As my own psychologist, I made the call that my car
He
should come
prescribed
out.
FRS
Yeah.
into his
Yes.
system.
Exactly. And I call the insurance company. Actually, my dad did. Thank you, Dad. Actually, he doesn't even watch this.
Bro,
This
your
is a
mom?
Well, I don't know.
I don't even think they know
I
I'm
don't.
doing
I don't
it.
think anybody watches this. To be
No,
honest with
my
Shut up,
sister.
Alex.
Oh,
they listen to it.
You know what I mean. My sister listens to it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sister because she listens to it.
My dad asked me about it the other day. He's like, "Do you guys do this every week?" I'm like, "We try to at least. We have so far." So,
Yeah.
and he's like, "How many have you done so far?" 2, and I was like, 3. So I don't know if he's listened to it or not. Probably not.
That's just proof that he doesn't.
Yeah.
But if you made it through the first 2, I'm sorry. Well, now we sound better.
A lot
We're
better.
Easier on the ears. I know that.
Oh yeah.
So thanks for riding out with us. We should get to the question.
Do you have anything else, Alex?
Oh, I got a good one. So, without me included, you can't mention anything about my golf. What do we think about garage princesses?
Can't mention anything about my golf.
Listen, we just talked about it, okay? I
This
want to
guy's
drive
Well,
it,
that
but
tells
it's
you
not
enough right
nice
there.
enough.
So I think it depends on the car for sure. I guess it also depends on the owner as well. Personally, I think it should be for, rare cars that, you know, you're not supposed to drive it in the winter, right? But hey, if you want to protect your car, whatever.
I mean more so like having a car sit in your garage even in the summertime, and not like
Oh,
yes, you store it in the winter, but I'm talking
yeah, I
like
think that's fucking stupid.
what, storing a car in the winter?
No, just all the time.
Yeah,
just like as a garage
I know
princess.
people that they buy their car and they store it. Like I just came across this the other day. One of the guys I know, he has a 1999 Firebird WS6. It has 26 miles on it.
Jesus fuck.
So you're telling me in like the 24 years you've owned it, you've driven it 26 miles? He's from the States. Like Nevada of all places.
You
That's
know,
You don't drive
incredible.
your car.
I don't like garage princesses, but I do because if I ever choose to buy that car in the future, it'll have low kilometers. So it's good and bad.
Well, even if you bought that car with 26 miles on it, that car would not drive nice at all. It's never been driven. So you think in the 24 years it's been sitting, nothing's going to go wrong?
No, I'm sure it's gonna need its maintenance.
It's going to need quite a bit of things before it can actually drive.
So personally, like I buy my car to drive it, right?
Totally.
And so I'm not gonna have it sit in the garage. That's why I like the YouTube channel Daily Driven Exotics, because like they're taking cars that you shouldn't really be taking out in the snow, and like doing like daily shit with it, right?
But to be fair, some of those cars that they drive like can't even rust.
True, but still, it's not even about that. It's like, do you want all that horsepower, rear wheel drive, and in the snow, like with other people around, not like, like just regular sort of sketchy shit that
Yeah.
even us, like we're like, sure, we drive a lot and we know our cars, but like still in those situations, you're heightened a little bit. You're not thinking anymore, right? Because when we drive, we're all on autopilot, right? We don't really think about it anymore. It just sort of happens.
I agree.
But when you're in those situations where it's really slippery out or whatever, you're a little bit more cautious. You think a little bit more ahead of time and whatnot. So
Well, and we had a previous situation that now Tim and I we don't drive
Well-
out to the middle of the country when there's a snowstorm.
yeah,
On
well,
Christmas
that.
Eve.
on
Again-
the night before Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
The boys aren't here to discuss this situation. There's not enough of us to beat you up just yet.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna wait on this one.
Yeah, no, we're not going to tell the story. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
through some of our experiences, it does change the way we drive a little bit now.
Hey,
100%.
to be fair, I was like, I'm not driving, so I don't really care. It's not my fault, but it ended up being my fault anyways.
It's
Yeah, I
okay.
know. Yeah.
At least it was the beater. Okay, no one cares.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so Sean asked, Sean owns an FRS. He's actually gonna sell it for a Q50 next year because he
Don't
wants
do it, Sean. Don't do it.
yeah, he wants power. So, this is your formal call out, my guy. Don't do it. Don't leave us. just swap it. And
Thanks
you know
for
what I'm
listening
talking
all the way to
about.
the end of the
Just
last
swap it.
podcast too. By the way,
Yeah, he's always got.
he sent us the pizza emoji.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, T Roy was the first one though. He was
T Roy's
like
the winner
9 a.m. like first thing like the
in the
next
morning.
morning.
That's amazing.
I was like, damn.
Appreciate all the support, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love it. So Sean wrote, your thoughts on stance culture and what the future of car culture would look like.
I was gonna write this down, but I figured somebody would ask about it.
All right, take it away.
Stance culture. I think there is too much such thing as too much camber and stance and stuff like that. Your car should still be drivable, like on almost any road.
So I have a question first. What do you classify my car as? It's not static.
Technically, it's static.
It is static.
Technically, it's static, eh?
Yeah.
If you're on coilovers, that's static.
I thought static you have to be like pretty much iced to the ground.
No, static
No,
is
that's
just you
like-
don't have any
Wheel
travel
gap.
in your suspension in the sense of like you can't change your height,
Oh,
right?
I thought it
So-
had to do with friction in the ground.
No, no.
Well, technically, my G6 is static.
It's got coils.
Yes,
Look at that.
not aftermarket, the stock ones, but yes.
Yeah, like yeah, if we're going by the technicality of it, static is just not bags or
Interesting.
hydraulics.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
not team stance.
You're
I'm
what?
team static. That's insane.
Yeah. So,
So in terms of tilty wheels, you mean yeah?
I'm saying like so. A stance can technically be air ride, static, can be whatever, but by stance, typically people assume tilty wheel, camber, like 20 degrees of camber, stupid. Like you're driving on the lip of your rim essentially at that point.
There is such thing as too much camber.
And I think the maximum amount of camber that you should run on a daily is like 5 degrees.
That's
like
fair.
5-6 degrees. Don't go more than that. You just look fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm thinking of going with like 3.5.
Yeah, like that's what I'm at. I'm at well, not 3.5. I'm at 3.
Yeah.
When I air out, the backs are right at 3, and like that's
We're still
perfect.
talking
You don't
about
need much
camber,
more.
right?
Yeah. That's not our combined total.
3.5. Yeah.
Um,
No, I stance to me like I'm a weird car guy, I guess. Like I don't really care for much. I don't care what my car looks like too
Yeah,
much.
my dude put paintball splatters on his car.
Yeah, I don't really care. Like I do what I want to do with it for fun and whatever makes it enjoyable for me. So like honestly, do whatever you want to do, but like if you get pulled over, I mean, it's probably your fault. Like look at your car, right? I do the same thing. If I get pulled over, like my car's loud for the most part if I have the valves open. If he tells me your car was loud, I'd be like, that's a fair assumption. Yeah, you're not wrong, right? So, I don't know. The stance to me is not very appealing. I don't really care about camber, and I'd prefer it to be more track oriented build type of thing. But yeah, I like function over.
aren't you
Visuals.
banging your car, or are you keeping it on coils?
Probably keeping it on coils for the foreseeable future.
You have
Good
that
man.
new set too, don't you?
I have that new set of FKs in my garage still.
Although one thing I will say, Tim, is you need to go a touch lower,
Those FKs are already low, remember?
lower than your ECS
Oh
ones.
yeah, bro.
Okay.
Do you not remember how low that car was when we picked
I
it
do,
up?
but it wasn't set to the max.
No, but it was low.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty
Like
fucking
the
low.
rear wheels were tucking. I'm pretty sure. Let me go
Yeah.
find pictures.
I
'cause-
just mean like your height right now. It looks almost stock, and that's why I think that's why people ask if you're lowered. But I think half-inch lower, maybe an inch lower, and you have the perfect stance at that point, or
I-
perfect fitment at that point.
I don't think it looks stock at all. The stock height is a lot higher. Stock height is like monster truck, bro.
Yeah, I've seen your GTIs at stock height. They're
Sorry.
Rough.
Okay.
Golfs, beat
Yeah.
downs.
So we have another GTI that Z drove the other day, and stock height. Yes, I understand is like it is a monster truck stock height, but I mean
It's a pretty boring drive.
It's
the
not that quick, eh?
disrespect.
Nice turbo noises. I will
Oh.
say, nice turbo noises.
You know what it needs? High pressure fuel pump.
I just
That's
like.
why it runs like a bag of shit.
I was gonna, because it's not fast.
No, I figured it
This guy,
out.
this guy was like hyping it up to be like almost as fast as my car, and I'm like, I drove
No.
it the one time. I'm like, bro, I'm way quicker.
Yeah, you're way quicker.
Yeah, like,
The car
Much
needs some adjustments.
and that's auto.
Yeah, I mean, when I first drove it though,
Auto.
like when I first like fixed it all up, it was fast. Like legitimately, it was fast as Justin's car is what it felt like. But I'm not sure how it is now. I haven't driven it in like a month and a half, and it needs a high pressure fuel pump. So we'll see. But like, I don't think it is actually as fast as Tim's car, obviously. But we'll have to see. Like, it needs some things. It needs to be fine tuned, I guess. But it's still a quick car. Like it's not a slouch. It'll run. Supposedly, it runs 13.0 in the quarter mile.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. Matt, what's your take on stance vehicles, cars with camber?
I like it for the style and the look, but the reality of you're gonna get maybe 1,000 kilometers before your tires are shredded because you just bit through it. No, it's fucked. So yeah, I like the static. You can definitely tell the difference between Z's aftermarket FRS and my stock setup. Like the height difference is insane.
Oh, yeah.
So that's definitely the next step.
Mine definitely seems way thicker than yours.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time I look at mine, I'm like, damn.
Especially
Yeah.
with the fitment on the wheels, like I need to
That's-
put those 9.5s on.
That's what it is. It's the wheels
It's
that
the
make it look
wheels.
so thick, bro. Got big bunda.
No, I'm really thanks to my boy Coco for setting up the fitment, man. Like I bugged him so much about it, but it looks perfect and there's been so many compliments on it. So shout out to my boy Coco.
And then you left your wheels there for like a month and
Yeah, he stored them for me.
a half. Unintentionally.
Absolute angel. Okay, so Alex asked me why'd I pick the FRS. I think for the price, I really like the body. And in my
You like the
mind,
body, eh?
I like the body. And in my mind, like, I didn't really care what the guts of the car was because I've always wanted to motor swap. And I've always wanted to keep my first car. So I think out of the box, what it offers was great. And it's something that I can build upon. That's why I picked the FRS. Matt asked us, Matt Whips on Instagram, asked us car stereotypes. So, what are some car stereotypes that we see around the car scene? My first take is Mustang owners. Nothing against you. I think it's just your car has a lot to offer at a certain price point, and therefore kids are getting it. And you keep sending them into crowds. So that's the first car stereotype I got.
Damn. Sorry, ask the question again.
Car stereotypes.
Oh, car stereotypes.
Oh yeah, pop, 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 pop.
Pops and bangs, yeah. He had something to say about that. Are you gonna read that too?
Oh Matt, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely the pops and bangs kids. I'm one of them. I am pop and bang kid king. Sort of. I think Dalton.
One of them. I think.
I think Dalton would probably top me though.
Okay, we're gonna shout somebody out. Kind of. Dalton has literally the loudest fucking pops and
God.
bangs I've ever heard in my fucking life. I swear to God. We were on our way back from like VW True North meet,
Yeah.
and like I'm driving with Schmitty in his S4, and I'm in my Golf. We're literally cruising like on the highway, so they're ahead of us, and all we hear, what sounds like a wheel bearing just blew up and was like your wheel is thumping, right? Like the. No, you know what it is? It's fucking Dalton 3 kilometers ahead of us, rolling two-step all the way down the highway. We only found that out like 10, 15 minutes after the fact. Because we're like, what is this problem? Like, it's there and then it's gone. It's there and then it's gone.
Didn't
Then there was
he-
some traffic and he was still doing it. And then we ran up on him like, this is what's going on. Okay.
Didn't he light the fire
At Berlin,
Berlin?
Classic, yeah.
Yeah.
What a
so
guy.
we have a sick video of Dalton two-stepping, like late at night. It was like 9 or 10 p.m. or something. We're trying
Yeah,
to start a fire.
Because it was like right as the sun
don't-
was going
I
down.
don't think we even had a lighter.
Oh, we definitely had lighters.
I don't know.
We
I
definitely
didn't
had
have a lighter
lighters.
on me anyway.
Either Chop or myself definitely had a lighter handy at that moment of time.
Either way, for whatever reason, we decided to light this fire with his two-step.
Yeah.
So we just dribble a little bit of gas on top of the wood. Like, and he sat there two-stepping for like
3 seconds.
3-4 seconds, something like that, yeah. And just like engulfed everything in flames, including his rear
his
bumper.
bumper.
Funniest shit ever.
Yeah. That was a good weekend.
That was a
I'm so
great
excited
weekend.
for Berlin. All right, so back to the pops and bangs anyways. So Matt Whips, awesome dude, by the way. He said, if you're going to use my words, here's it put together a little better. 1 second. My stand on pop tunes and engine mod is where we should be hiding performance, not being loud about it. So get that exhaust you want, but don't straight pipe or be obnoxious. But, add that fuel into get crackle, but don't pop tune. You have to be subtle these days because there's a lot of bored people waiting to hang a car enthusiast. You can't be overexcited taking your car and making it an example. Similar goes for takeovers. It's also just young kids getting too excited and ruining things. This is why cops are doing exhaust blips and other things. Better be subtle for the long term. So I totally agree with that. That's why with mine, I can turn off my pops and bangs. I can turn them down to a lower setting, so it's just like subtle crackles and then crackles and some pops. My exhaust, I can open the valves, close the valves, so it's very adjustable. So like if I want to be quiet, I can just close the valves, no pops and bangs, and I'm quiet.
So if any OPP officers are listening, please disregard
It's
that.
just for the track, anyways.
yeah, just for the
Um,
track.
Just to open it up, make and then
Made by yours truly.
DOT approved. um, and
DOT stands for direction of travel.
yeah, exactly, yes. So pretty much like yeah, like I totally like you have to be subtle. There was like I guess a takeover last night in Vaughan or something, and like
my rap fucking squirted.
Z just said his rap squirted on him. Oh, it did. Oh wow, it's all over his pants too.
Hey Z, did that really hit the spot?
Yeah, he's just wiping himself.
excited.
All right. I'm excited, he says. Yeah, so there was like a takeover in Vaughan or something last night, and they pitted a cop. Like a cop crashed because somebody actually pit maneuvered the cop.
That's just totally unacceptable.
No, exactly. So they're going to be on like a bigger blitz this summer, I guarantee it. So that's why like I want to take that red off, get a nice subtle-ish color put on, fix it all up, make it nice so that it looks not like a fucking hoopty, and yeah, be a nice civilized person in humanity, and pop and bang on the track, and yeah.
So can you come back to Team White when you wrap your car, please?
I think you know what color I'm doing, right?
Is it still the same?
No, so I'm not doing white with the gold because Brandon Cordero did that on his golf, and I don't want to do the same thing.
Okay, yeah. So I know your other
I love
color.
him. I love Brandon. I just don't want to do the same thing.
No, that's fair. I know your other color, and I think it needs to
But
be done.
that other color someone has when in town.
Yeah, but I don't know them.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I've seen them. I don't know.
Yeah,
And it's like a Mark 7.
it is a Mark 7, yeah, but so is
it's a little-
Brandon's.
yes, but I know him. he's
Fair-
he's also
fair
well,
enough.
he's also well known. So if I do it, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you just copied Brandon." And I'm gonna be like, "Bro, I've been wanting to do this
Yeah.
color for months." And then Brandon just sent
And-
us the
and-
picture of it when he got it. And I was like, "Fuck, I was gonna do the same thing."
I think that's also one of the big issues we have in our areas because there's so many like Volkswagens, particularly Golfs in general,
Yeah.
is it's almost no matter what you do, someone's already done.
Yeah.
Like, and you just have to be okay with that.
That's why I usually don't care. Color though is a little bit different because yeah.
If like you want to be unique, and I totally get that because that's why I wrap my car the way I wrap my car.
Hubbed up.
Yeah. and I can totally get that, but there is like some things you just can't avoid, right? Like
Yeah.
running the same wheels as someone.
Oh, nobody's gonna be running the same wheels as me. That's for sure.
No, I know, but I'm saying like
Mine are rare JDM wheels.
Yeah. a lot of Volkswagens do run the same wheels.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like it's just something that happens.
Yo, shout out to Detroit's.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
boy.
like front bumpers, shit like that. Like a lot of people have the Golf R front bumper, the GTI front bumper. There's not much you can do about that.
No.
You could put lips on them, but like odds are someone has that lip that you have too,
Yeah,
right?
unless
and
you make it, but yeah.
and finding one of one parts it's hard, and not even just hard, it's very expensive. Like
So expensive.
it's stupid. Like I wanted a spoiler for my car that nobody else had. Now I paid a pretty penny for it, and if I were to do it again, I wouldn't, because it doesn't make sense. Because after I did it a year later, someone else has one on their Mark 7. Yes, it's a different generation, but someone's got it. So what's the point, right?
Yep.
There's only so much you can do.
Oh yeah, I know. Any more questions?
Katie asks, "What are some goals with the podcast?"
Which Katie?
CSR Katie.
Okay, goals with the podcast. I don't know. Have people listen to us and enjoy listening to us and interact with us, and hopefully promote the meets that we do and the stuff that we do outside of the podcast, so that people come out to those and are excited for it, and hopefully help out the shop. Bring that into it a little bit too. We're going to be podcasting out of there at some point soon-ish.
Yeah, we'll have a nice setup in the shop. Get some bean bags.
Bean bags, yeah.
Yeah, I think bean bags is the way.
Yes,
But we'll have a
please.
nice
Oh,
space
yeah.
to do it.
It'd be-
Sorry?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Bean bags. I said bean bags because I was like, that'd be so comfortable to just like chill in a bean bag. Everyone have like their own microphone stand, so we don't have to hold them anymore. The only reason why I haven't gotten them yet is we don't have any we don't have a permanent-ish setup.
Yeah.
whereas we
Right
can-
now we're working with a couch and a kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Very
mean it
comfortable
works.
Couch.
Huh?
Very comfortable couch.
Yeah. It's making do.
Facts.
I think you said it all, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what
Yeah.
the podcast is for. Kind of just tell you about our events going on. Hope you guys come out, reach more of you. Tri-City's pretty big. Podcasts are becoming a pretty popular thing.
Yeah.
It's a cool conversation to have that you can feel a part of.
Yeah, I think a big goal was like to let people know what we're doing, but I think also it gives us a place to talk about our opinions of just car culture, F1, all those things, and like somewhere people can listen and interact with us to help.
And
Like,
also I
everyone
feel like
find a spot.
these are just conversations that we would have anyways when we're together.
Oh,
So it's-
exactly.
It's not only an excuse for us to get together and shoot the shit, right? But it's like I feel like these conversations are some of the conversations that like people should be listening into, right? We should there's how many times do we look at each other and we're like we should have been mic'd up for this?
Too
Like,
many times.
We should bring the wireless mics with us anywhere we go and just mic each other up just for fun. And
Oh,
just see
We should totally bring those other small ones to meets
yeah, it'd
when
be
we're
s-
walking around.
Yeah, it'd be great. And like
What do
just
you
u-
rate this car?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do that. Yeah, exactly. But like there's just not enough times that we're mic'd up, so I feel like this is great to like sort of let people know who we are. There's only so much that we can post on Instagram. There's only so much that we can interact. If you're lucky enough to be in CSR and get to talk to us, because we're the clowns of the group, I guess. There's times where we'll be sitting in a room and all of us and just shooting the shit in between each other, like in the chat and like talking shit.
Him
Um,
referring to we is Z and Tim are absolute fucking clowns in the chat.
Yo, and Matt was here the one time and you were here the one time, but you just weren't open in the chat.
Yeah, usually I'm not in the chat because
Yeah.
like
We
I
chat
don't
a
know.
lot.
there's a lot. Like I'll open that chat, I'll go like to the bathroom or something. I'll come back and there's like 30 messages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not reading that.
Yeah, when
That's-
I pop in, I go to
But-
town.
Yeah.
But a really nice thing about that chat is you can ask people almost anything and they'll give you like a pretty good answer if you need help. Like the other day, somebody offered Ryan help to dig him out
Oh yeah.
and giving him tips and stuff like that. Like that's great.
Yeah.
Community's good.
Yeah, there's less car chat in that chat than anything. We talk about orgies
Yeah.
more than anything.
Listen,
but-
everyone's legal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
stay out of our business.
No, everyone's legal in that chat. Yes.
are we sure?
Let's not ponder the thought, please.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure there's like some 17-year-old dudes in there.
Oh, dudes,
Dudes, okay,
Dudes.
that's fine.
it's fine.
Let me check. I'm gonna check this real quick.
Oh well.
I know there's some 18-year-olds.
Yeah, no. I remember when it was called 3-5. There's an OG group within
What?
this 3-1 chat.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shout out to the OGs.
Yeah.
They've been there for time.
Bro, it's been 2 years now.
2 years.
More than.
Because we've been to 2 intercaps, right?
Well, ever since COVID, we've known each other pretty much.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like the car like season right after COVID, I'm pretty sure, is when we met. I think.
I met you in what, September? And intercap was in October, and I ended up
'Cause I
coming
had
with
just
you.
gotten my car, right?
I don't think you just got it.
Well, I got my car in September of 2020.
Okay, so maybe you did just get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was at a meet that I met you.
Yeah. I think it might have been October.
And then I came with you to intercap that year.
No, because then we met in 2021 because was I working at Home Hardware when
No.
then it was 2021
Yeah.
because Bree and I went to Interkip the first time and we took her dog and we told them we were there for like the car show, but we weren't camping. And so they knew that we had the dog and still let us in. And then we were told while we were looking at the cars that we couldn't have a dog down there. So we had to leave.
That's crazy.
So that was my first Interkip.
Oh, wow. So you were in CSR quite a while before I was.
Yeah, I guess so.
wait.
Damn.
So what year did you join CSR?
2020.
2020. Okay, same. I think it was
I think.
because I wasn't part of you guys' zone initially. I was like 3-2 or something.
Maybe it was 2021. I am Confucian.
Well, you can.
Oh, you know what? It was definitely 2021 because I only made my car account in May of 2021.
Okay, this makes more sense.
And so the first Interkip, because there's 2 Interkips that year.
One in the beginning and one at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I came with you at the end one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is all coming together now. That's crazy. That's
Was I at that one?
no.
You were at the
Oh, I
just the
remember that
last
now.
one, right? Were you? have
Wait,
you
no,
been-
he was at both.
Were you at? Oh, you were at both.
He was at both because the tent.
Oh,
my
right.
God.
You were at both. What a guy.
You wake up in the morning and there's just a sleeping bag.
Full of vomit.
Oh,
all
yeah, yo,
over
you
the-
had
all
your,
over
uh,
the fence.
You had your Impreza the first time, and then you had the Lexus, the SUV,
Oh,
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
time.
Yeah. Wow, that's
times.
crazy. Yeah, because that second time was just this past.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah.
To any CSR members listening to this, if you're pondering the idea of Interkip 3.0 for me,
Do it.
stop pondering. Just get
do
it
it.
done. It's unbelievable.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, we'll see you there. It's a great time.
Oh man.
Just let me know when.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
No, I think that's wrapping up the podcast for episode 4.
Damn. It's been a good episode. I don't think there's anything I really have to cut out.
That's pretty good.
That's
Oh,
Easy
beautiful.
job for you.
that's so sick.
Good night,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you for listening.
And
Alright,
we'll,
Happy Sunday.
we'll catch you
Happy
after
Sunday.
we'll catch you on Sunday after Australia.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be hard to be after Australia. Australia's at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe we're gonna pull an all-nighter and record a podcast.
Yo, record our reaction to the podcast and podcast right after.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, we're not doing that.
4-hour podcast.
All right, we'll catch you Sunday.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace.